back to my channel. Hi, my name is Roxanne, if this is your first time here. Now today I'm going to be showing you guys my physical TBR. So this is books that I physically own but have not read yet and want to read at some point, hopefully. And this is obviously to show you guys, but also to keep myself accountable. I want to look back at the end of the year and see how much smaller I've made this pile. I am on a saving money kick as well, so I definitely won't be buying as many books. We're more than halfway through the month and I've only purchased one book this month and this year. So I'm doing good so far. So you'll see less hauls. I'll probably do like a quarterly haul. And then hopefully that'll also force me to just read a lot of these books that I have here, because I have a lot of really great books that I want to get to and that I've had for a long time. So yeah, I mean, there are way too many books here, so I won't really talk about any of them. Maybe I'll mention one or two things about them, but I'll just try and make this as quick as possible. Otherwise, it's going to be a very long video. First one is Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. I bought this book because there was a lot of hype around it, and it was around, it's like about time travel or something like that, but the reviews have been meh about it, and then I just kind of have lost interest over time, so I might unhaul this one. But yeah, this is one that I still own. I have Night by Elie Wiesel. I don't remember. I know he recently passed, and my boyfriend loved this book and has recommended it so much. So this is actually his copy. So yeah, I'll be reading this sometime this year, hopefully. I have Undivided Rights, Women of Color Organized for Reproductive Justice. This is pretty self-explanatory. Drums of Autumn by Diana Gabaldon or whatever. This is one of the books in the Outlander series. I have no idea what number it is. There are way too many in my opinion. Winter by Marissa Meyer and Crest by Marissa Meyer. I've gotten both of these as gifts, but they're not in the order of the series, so I have to get Cinder and then Scarlet and then, go from there. I have A Tyranny of Petticoats by Jessica Spotwood. I think this is, there's 15 short stories in here, so I've heard it's pretty good. We'll see. Rebel Queen by Michelle Moran. This is about an Indian princess, or an Indian queen, who tries to protect her kingdom or land or something from, I don't know how fantastical it is. I don't know if it is fantastical. It might not be. No, I read this one. This is not, I don't know what's wrong with me. Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. This is the first in the Falling Kingdoms series, which a lot of people love. A lot of people have said it started to go down in quality. So yeah, I don't know, but I might read this one. I have The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I've heard so many amazing things about this one, and I'm still trying to get more into adult fantasy, so I will definitely be getting to this one. Open Veins of Latin America by Eduardo Galeano. This is a nonfiction sort of historical analysis about Latin America. It was written in the 70s, but I think it's still very useful to read and to know about, and it provides a lot of great information. This is the Eric Larson book that I haven't read yet, and that is In the Garden of Beasts, Love, Terror, and an American Family in Hitler's Berlin. Although Devil in the White Castle, really good. You guys should definitely read it. Carrie by Stephen King. This is the only Stephen King novel that I own, and the first one that I will read. Hopefully I really like it. And then I have I have The Well of Ascension and Hero of Ages from the Mistborn trilogy. I read The Final Empire in December, I think, and absolutely loved it. So I can't wait to get into those two. I will probably get to them next month and the following, hopefully. Ink and Bone by Rachel Kane. This is, I think, a YA fantasy about the Library of Alexandria, maybe. The Witches, Suspicion, Betrayal, and Hysteria in 1692 Salem by Stacy Schiff. Also pretty self-explanatory. The Revenge and the Wild by Michelle Modesto. No idea what this is about. This is a total cover by. Back when I still was really into YA fantasy, which I still am, but like I said, I'm trying to get more into adult fantasy. I think I like returned a book or something and then had a credit, and I looked and I hadn't found anything that I wanted, and then I saw this. There you have it. Interview with the Vampire by Anne Rice. I tried to read this a while ago, like years ago, and never finished it, so it's still here. I still own it, and I still would like to read it. The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. This one I'm sure you guys have heard about at some point. It's very beloved here in BookTube, so I really can't wait to get to this one. I've heard that Locke is like an even better version, or like an adult hyped up version of Kaz from Six of Crows. So I love Kaz. I'm sure I will love him. Special Topics in Calamity Physics by Marisha Pessel. She's the author of Night Film that I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about, and I think this is just another psychological thriller. I've heard it's even better than Night Film, so we'll see. I have Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King by J.R.R. Tolkien. I've only read The Hobbit, and I bought like a box set, so I still have those that I have not read. House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski. This is, I think, like a suspenseful novel about a family that moves into a house that's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. So that sounds really interesting. Under the Mesquite by Guadalupe Garcia McCall. This is, I think, about a Mexican, I think it's a middle grade, about a Mexican family. The mom like gets cancer, and it's how the daughter deals with it, or something along those lines. How I Paid for College, a novel of sex, theft, friendship, and musical theater. This sounded really interesting when I saw it, and I got it. Now I kind of wish I hadn't, because it's like, yeah, it still sounds interesting, but there's so many other books that I'd rather get to. Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I have read the first two. I don't think I'm going to continue with the series, so I'll probably donate them all at some point. But yeah, I still have that. Then I have Voyager and Dragonfly in Amber, also from the Outlander series. Gemina by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman, which is the sequel to Illuminate. Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. Don't know what this is about, but it sounds interesting, or like it looks interesting. War Against All Puerto Ricans, Revolution and Terror in America's Colony by Nelson A. Dennis. Also pretty self-explanatory. In the Country by Mia Alvar. This is, I believe, a series of stories about Philippine people from the Philippine diaspora. So it should be really interesting. I think that's a nonfiction. Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I think it's about Nigerian women. That's about as much as I know. You by Caroline Kepnes. This is about a stalking a woman, and you are in his head. So it's really creepy, I've heard. Really excited. I'll Give You the Sun by, I was gonna say by Stonewall Honor Book. Nope. By Jandy Nelson. I think this is about twins, one of which is gay, and it's about their life and how they go from being really close to having separate lives, I think. These are not mine, but I'm gonna pretend like they're part of my book collection. These are my boyfriend's. The Stranger by Albert Camus, and The Plague also by Albert Camus. No idea what either of these two are. I'm assuming about a plague and about a stranger, but I have so many books around me right now. I have Adultery by Paulo Coelho. It's about adultery. I'm gonna go ahead and assume. Homegoing by Ya Jesse. This is a multi-generational story about two women from some, doesn't say where in Africa. Ghana. Yes. two sisters, one who becomes a slave and one who marries a slave owner, I believe. I've heard wonderful things about it. I've also heard wonderful things about The Mothers by Britt Bennett. I don't remember what this one's about either, but I think it talks about race relations and things like that, so that should be really interesting. Future Sex, which has a very sexy cover. I won this one in a Goodreads giveaway, and I think it's a nonfiction about Emily Witt, who is the author. Oh, it just says Future Sex, which is, oh, but yes, by Emily Witt. I think she becomes single and then goes and tries to experience every type of relationship somehow, maybe. Irreparable Deeds by Sloane Katie. Don't remember what this one is about, but I think it's a mystery or suspense. Emma by Jane Austen. It's the only Jane Austen novel that I have not read, and we'll rectify that this year. I kind of wish I had a different edition though, because I hate these tiny little ones. And Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I think I started to read this one a bunch of years back and just never really got into it. Again, I also wish I had another edition, but these two. The Queen of Blood by Sarah Beth Durst. This one was released in September 16th of 2016. I won this one also in a Goodreads giveaway. I don't remember what it's about, but it's the first in a new YA fantasy series, I believe. Don Quixote by Miguel de Cervantes. I don't remember what this one's about too much, but I think it's about this man who tries to sort of replicate the adventures that he reads about in stories, I believe. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Definitely going to be reading one this year as well. Again, I wish I had a different edition. I hate these tiny ones. But I bought that one and the Emma and Little Women back before I sort of knew about floppy books and all of that nonsense. So these are pretty cheap. So $4.95. So that's definitely why I bought that one. Lady Chatterley's Lover by D.H. Lawrence, and The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I don't know where to put these. The Dispossessed Chronicles of the Desterrados of Colombia by Alfredo Molano. This is about individuals who have been displaced due to the unrest and everything going on, or that has been going on in Colombia. A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I believe this is a story just about a boy dealing with grief or something. I've tried really hard to not listen to any of the reviews or reread the synopsis or anything, because I feel like this is one of these books that it's best if you go into it knowing as little as possible. And I like to do that just in general, so I'm trying not to reread what it's about. She's Not There. I think I also won this one in a Goodreads giveaway. Sensing a pattern here. This one is also a sort of mystery suspense, I think. My cat is running around like a crazy person. Dumplin' by Julie Murphy. This one is about it's about a plus size girl whose grandma keeps like offering her money to lose weight or something ridiculous like that. Assassin's Heart by Sarah Ahiers. I think this is another cover by, maybe. At some point I must have known what this was about and then I purchased it, but it's been so long now that I don't remember. Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. I don't know what this one's about, but knowing sort of the type of books that she writes about, it'll be suspenseful, psychological thriller type. The Politics of Che Guevara by Samuel Farber. It's pretty self-explanatory. The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. I have really stopped reading like YA contemporary romances, so I don't really have a desire to read that one anymore. I might donate it or give it to a friend or something who might be interested in it. Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. I also have The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. Or Gillian Flynn. Someone told me how to pronounce it and I forgot. Fates and Furies by Lauren Groff. I think this is about a couple, like a married couple, and it's sort of like a character study of them. I know Obama really liked it. That's about it. Eon by Allison Goodman. I was really excited about this one, and lately I've been hearing some things about it. I don't know. I'm like less and less inclined to read it as time goes by, but whatever. How the Garcia Girls Lost Their Accent by Julia Alvarez. This, if I have time, if I finish, right now I'm reading, I forget what it's called. Galileo! No! Okay, go. Get on the windowsill. I forgot what I was saying. I'm reading the last book in the Queen of the Tearling series or trilogy. If I finish that one and I still have time in January, then I will probably then I'll probably get to this one after that. I think I'm done. Woo! That was a lot. Like, there are so many books around me right now. Putting these away is gonna suck. But yeah, these are the books that I still have to read and that are physically on my bookshelves. If you've read any of these, please let me know down below. If there is any in particular that you really want me to get to because you want to hear my thoughts on it for whatever reason, because I appreciate that you guys want to hear my thoughts on things, please let me know and I will make sure to bump it in my mental TBR, sort of. And yeah, let me know if there are any here that you particularly really like or anything like that. How many books do you have in your physical TBR? I didn't count, but it's too many. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you.